For exclusive content on how to make millions in your business, go to beautybossmillionaire.com and click on Become a Patron to gain access to patron-only episodes, Beauty Boss Millionaire t-shirts, and a private Facebook group with live streams with me, Felicia Fracassi.
Welcome back to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast with daily on-the-go episodes packed with testimonies and business tips to help you create financial freedom through entrepreneurship. Hosted by the owner of Fracassi Lashes and the Blow Dry Lounge, the Beauty Boss Millionaire herself, Felicia Fracassi.
Welcome back to Beauty Boss Millionaire. I'm your host, Felicia Fracassi, and the objective of today's episode is to go over strategic collaborative efforts and how to save yourself some money by pairing with other businesses. One of the things that I recommend if you are a small business, you don't have a huge budget, but you still want to get your name out there, advertise together. Find a business that you can work with and you all advertise together. Say, look, the commercial costs $600 a month. I don't really have $600. Can you do $300? I do $300. We both get to go on the radio. Boom. That's how you do it. And that saves you some money. Also, you can share your marketing efforts. Say if you're, for example, you're putting out a flyer in the area. On one side of the flyer can go your business. On the other side of the flyer needs to be their business. And you guys can save costs and split everything down the middle. This requires a meeting beforehand. Obviously, this would require you guys discussing details. Both you all, agreeing, maybe making up a little contract between the two of you all. Just so things can go smooth. Most people are integral and they'll do the right thing, but still it needs to be written in stone. So it's fair because that's the only thing to do the right way. So make sure they sign it, you sign it, and nothing gets done unless they put their money up. Also, another thing is trade shows. I don't know if you guys are familiar with trade shows, but sometimes you have to go in there and they make you rent out a booth or a space, and it can be kind of pricey, meaning that you're paying anywhere from $1,000 and up just to rent out the space, or $300, $400, $500, and your brand is in there. But sometimes ask them, are you able to do, share a space? Sometimes they'll straight up tell you no, but sometimes they'll say yes. And then there's times where you have to use your own judgment, and you can say, look, you can just put up your business, but I'll have my little cards off to the side, because I don't think trade shows really are uptight and they go around auditing each person to make sure it's one business. I've been in some of the biggest trade shows in New York, and I've seen people do this before, and I thought it was so smart because it looked like it was just one booth, and then like the person off to the side was like, hey, this is another business we have, we're just working with them together, but if you ever want to check us out, here we are. And I'm not sure what the person paid to be the wingman, but it still was effective. I still was able to get the information, and I respected them for even trying to still be there. And I ended up supporting one of the businesses that were one of those businesses that collaborated with a bigger business, and maybe can split it, 60-40 or 70-30. Shout out to Jair Beads and Bangles. She actually did this with me one year. We were at an Oscars party where there was like a gifting suite, and she gave me some beautiful bracelets to give out to some of the celebrities, and they loved her items. Literally, I paired it with another wine company, and they gave out free wine. And our booth was popping. We had some of the biggest celebrities come through, and people were just loving it because I had free gifts along with her gift card and, the wine. They loved it. They were so happy to get all those free things. In exchange, they promoted and they bought their stuff from there. So just remember, you can always collaborate with other businesses and share those expenses. Also, you could co-brand with promotional products. Say, for example, if you're doing some type of keychain or magnet or, all those promotional things, you can use both you guys' logo. Both you guys' brand can go on there. If I were you, sometimes you got to just start off small and work together. If you see another business, it doesn't have to be the business next door to you, but it could be a business that's similar to yours, and say, hey, look, we're going to go on this together. We're going to, magnets sit on people's refrigerator on average for anywhere from 6 months to a year. So if there's a magnet, both of y'all can go on maybe half the magnet. Those are the type of collaborative efforts you need to do, because in the beginning, it's just going to be you. And if you don't want to burn out quick or blow through your funds quick, sometimes you're going to have to pair up. And that's just makes more sense. There's teamwork. And there's nothing wrong with teamwork. I love teamwork. I've done it in my small years. Now I'm at the point where I don't really have to. But in the beginning, it was so helpful, and it saved my company a lot of money. Another thing that really helps is just offering those referrals. You can do that with commission or without commission, but making sure that as you are promoting and that you are cross-branding, that you are definitely offering some type of incentive. It could be something, hey, every person you refer to me, I'll give you X, I'll give you this, or I'll give you that. Or at each customer, I've used each customer to help me bring other people. They always say, one person knows on average, 10 to 20 people. If those 10 to 20 people come and bring someone, I can give them something, and those new people can bring me somebody. So it's just like a growing wildfire, and that's really how you divide and conquer. You can also even go as far as putting someone's website on your website, like a click now link or like an embedded link where they can go to the website from there. So these are all collaborative efforts and how you can really team up with other businesses to really help both of you all win. And one last thing I want to mention is networking. Let's not forget the power of networking. I know after this whole COVID, everyone's thinking twice about doing any type of networking event, I'm sure. But soon we'll be back to normal and people will still be going to these little mixers. Please make sure if you go to these events, number one, have a business card. Number two, even if you have a digital business card, that's great too. Make sure your phone is charged up so your phone doesn't die. I see all these cool apps that are out there now, these little things you can do, but you need to make sure you have a good business card on you, whether it's digital or a printed one. Have it ready to go when you go to these networking events, and practice your speech. Practice your speech with these people. Hey, my name is X, blah, blah, blah. This is what we do. Have your elevator pitch ready. This is what I do. And it should all be said within less than, I think it's a minute or 30 seconds. Just make sure it's quick. I don't like people that talk for a long amount of time. That's a whole nother subject. I have so much constantly going on. And I think this is what happens to older people. As they get older, they have a less tolerance for conversations that they already either know where they're headed or they are just over inundated with information. I don't know if it's from me living in New York. I used to just listen to people all day. Now, the minute I see that they have what I call diarrhea of the mouth, where they just talk and talk and talk, my brain can only store so much information. So I've already cut you off in my head after the first minute. I don't mean to do this. Most people that are millionaires don't mean to do this, but our time is valuable. And if you're just talking about stuff that doesn't matter, they're just going to cut you off, and everything you said after that minute is not being listened to. So just remember to be clear, precise, and right to the point with your elevator pitch. And from that networking event, you can sometimes collaborate with the people that you feel would be a good situation. And don't forget to feel out the energy in the room. If you feel someone's energy is off, you don't think it's going to be a good idea, don't force it. But if you see someone you connect with instantly, both y'all have good personalities, very upbeat and cheery, y'all hit it off from the jump, those are the ones that you want to reach out to and collaborate from there and work together and really, really do it. Don't just be one of those people that are doing all this talking, oh, let's collaborate, but you never do. Actually follow up, take the time out, type up a proposal, send it to them and say, would you like to do this? And give them several dates to choose from. Make it easy for them. Most people, they don't have a lot of time, especially if their business is popping. I know I don't have a lot of time. I like it when people just give me options or I can give them options. I don't like to have to go back and forth 7, 8 emails. Try to make everything clear in one email. Because once you do these networking events, you've only got one shot to really get them to spend their energy and time to come out again, especially how it is in New York. People don't really network like that. They network that one time, and if it's not a match, they move on and they go on with their lives. So make sure that you have a clear, solid elevator pitch for networking so you can collaborate later on. Thanks for tuning in to Beauty Boss Millionaire.
That's it for today. Tune in tomorrow for the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast. And don't forget to follow the Beauty Boss Millionaire, Felicia Fracassi, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Beauty Boss Millionaire.